Okay, so you should be pretty familiar with your Wii now. You should have got one at launch or at Christmas. Even if you haven't, we just got some stuff to show you. One is that I really need a haircut and a shave for that matter. I didn't know I'd be filming today. And the other thing is that we're going to show you some tips and tricks. Our favourite kind of Wii kind of secrets, some of the things that the manual doesn't show you, some of the things that are squirreled away in some of the menus. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is NGAMER's very own Wii number, which is over here in the address book. And there it is. So it's 3417 8937 8285 9706. Now that's the Wii number for the first Wii that we've got into the office. We'll have others. If you want to send us a message or a photo, then what you do is just click your register button on your Wii. You'll get an option here as to whether you want to register a Wii or some other contact. Choose the Wii, put in that that number there, and then what you have to do is email us or send us a letter, whatever, with your Wii number in, and then we'll tap that in. We'll do the same thing, and then we can communicate. Once you're both set up and registered, you can send messages and photos back and forth, and also the Miis. Your own Miis will mingle, so you might see some of the NGAMER team popping up in your Mii parade. The one snag is you need like 100. You've got a limit of 100 people in your address book. So I haven't quite worked out what we're going to do because we've obviously got more than 100 readers. But we'll have a number of different consoles. We'll set up different people on the different consoles. So hopefully we'll work something out. But just make sure if you want to send something to us, just make sure that we are registered with your number around that time because we might have to swap people in and out. The other thing I want to show you, which is to do with the address book, is how to forward your own emails to the Wii. Now when you register, you get an option. Do a Wii or do something like an email address. Now you can put your own email address in, you can put someone else's email address in rather, and what that will do will mean that they can send you messages from their email account. There's a special sort of Wii email address that your own Wii has got. Works the same way as registering another person's Wii. You have to confirm each other before anything can happen. But what we've done is we've put in NGAMER's email address, ngamer@futurenet.co.uk. And having done that, we've not only confirmed the email that the Wii sent us, we've also automatically forwarded all the emails from that email there to the Wii's email address. So basically we can pick up our email on the Wii. Now you can do that with the Opera browser with a lot of web email applications like Gmail and Hotmail. But it's just a nice way if you've got an email address to actually to pick up your own email and see it appearing on your Wii menu. Okay, I've got a photo channel trick to show you now. You might have seen this, maybe not. I'll just point it out to you if you haven't. It's a cool little thing. Just start it up. I've got some photos stored on an SD card. We'll talk a bit more about that later. But just view them and click on a photo. This is a photo of us opening up our Wii. And go to Fun, and that cat, grab him, like so, and it'll give you a little tip. So here he's saying the 1 and 2 buttons are quite useful when you're watching a movie. Quite obscure tips. I don't know why the cat's handing out the tips and why he doesn't really know what's going on. Glowing eyes are a bit unnerving as well, but yeah, it's a nice little extra. One little thing that you might not have realised is that you can move your channels around the Wii menu homepage. You can't do it with the disk channel, that's always got to be top left, but if you press A and squeeze the B button underneath the controller, you can move them to wherever you want. So I can move the Mii channel down to here, put Super Mario 64 over there, and of course you can move them to different pages if you like, just by hovering over the arrows on the left and right hand side. So yeah, probably more useful when you've got a lot more channels when Nintendo delivers some of the downloadable channels, but yeah, pretty cool for the time being. Got a little Mii channel trick to show you this time. I've put the controller down, you can see. So my Miis on the Mii channel are just kind of milling about. And the reason is, I just want to show you a very, very little thing. When you pick the remote back up, you actually follow the cursor around just for a little bit until they get bored of looking at a moving hand. Yeah, it's quite cute. Okay, I want to just show you now how to not only move your saves from between the console and the SD card, if you've got one, but also how to actually get saves off the internet, save you playing a game. If you go down to Wii options and data management, You'll actually see the SD card in there. If you've put one into the little slot at the front of the Wii, then you'll see a little SD card to show you can manage it. Go to Save Data and Wii, and then you'll get this tab, an SD card tab. So what you can do with that is, if you go onto the net, you will find people who have uploaded their game saves. You can just download them, and if you've got an SD card reader, you can actually store them on the SD card. You need a certain kind of file structure, which should be explained with the file. So I've got a save on here. It's kind of like an old Zelda save. So I'm going to actually erase that, like so. Get rid of my Zelda save. Okay, and then all I need to do, go to the SD card and click on it, and then just put copy. It'll ask me if I want to copy to the system memory. Yes. And that's it. You've got someone else's Zelda save. So if you're finding a particular game tough to get through, or you just want to have all the unlocks, no need for kind of action replays anymore. No need to kind of even have button codes. Just borrow someone else's save. You can do that with your friends. Copy onto the SD card. Copy off the SD card. And it's it's going to revolutionise the way that you cheat at games, really. Okay, another photo channel thing now. Just go back to my photos on the SD card. This is a little slideshow trick. You might have found this just by experimenting with all the menus, but it's worth a look. So if you go down to slideshow starts. It's going to show us opening my Wii. Now go to change settings, and if you go to choose song, if you've got MP3s on your SD card, you can actually use them as the backing to your slideshow. So I've got a couple of songs from Rhythm Tengoku on GBA, so I'll select this one of my favourites, go back and resume slideshow. So now I've got my own music on there, and you can choose whatever you like. Another little trick on the photo channel, which really isn't explained in the manual as far as I know, but it's nice. If you've got a video, I've got a video here of a normal working day for Paul, our art editor. You can turn that into a puzzle, as you know. Now, to start with, you've just got a 6-piece puzzle, so that's pretty easy to put together. Finish that, and you can choose a number of pieces, but the secret is, press the 1 button, and you can get a 192-piece puzzle on the right there. So press 1, you've got to do it with 2 hands, press A, and it turns into the hardest, one of the hardest video, or any puzzles you've ever seen. Now, by the magic of having another remote here, I can also show you something that people don't realise about the puzzles, and that is that 2 people can actually do them cooperatively. So I'm obviously not doing it properly here, but you can also have 3 people and 4 people just cooperatively trying to solve the puzzle. Not sure if that helps or hinders things, but it's a nice little touch. One really, really small thing that people don't necessarily notice is that if you twist the Wii remote round, the little pointer actually twists around with you, and by the magic of Wii technology, I don't really understand it, even when you've got it upside down, moving it up and down upside down will still move it up and down properly on the screen. He's disappeared off the screen there, but so I'm twisting, it's going up and down, it's going up and down. Very strange, very cool. One other photo channel trick, which the cat will tell you if you manage to catch him, is that if you use up and down on the D-pad while you're looking at a photo, you can fuzz out bits of it, and if you move forward and back like so, you can increase the level of fuzz. Doesn't seem to do anything though, just fuzzes up your picture, but so if you have a go with. Alright, I've got some Wii Sports bowling tips for you now. You've all got Wii Sports, so it's applicable to everybody. And yeah, it's only little tips, won't be incredibly hard, I don't think I'll be able to put it off. But yeah, just to start with, you may not know you can roll the ball backwards, you might have done it accidentally. Just not like that. Not like that either. Like so. And yeah, all the guys jump up with some kind of like frightened bowling related incident. What's more fun than that is to be able to throw the ball into other people's lanes, which really needs you to let go of B and really fling the Wii remote up. Can be quite hard to pull off, but let's see how I get on. I'll just move over a bit. Make sure I got the angle right. And like so, only managed to go at that time. But I think you can knock over the pins. I'll just give it another go. Make sure I'm over. Oh, nearly. I think if you manage to knock over the pins, it's very satisfying. But yeah, that turns into a game in itself sometimes when people realise that. So that's good fun. Okay, so I'm on the 10th round of the second training mode in Wii Bowling from the little training menu. And there's a trick you can do to knock down all the pins in one go. I can't necessarily pull it off every time, so I'm going to give it a go. And yeah, the idea is to move the little guy, move the aim just slightly to the right. So you're kind of to the left of that second black dot on the floor, and then sort of halfway along. And then move yourself all the way to the right, and just one click to the left, like so. And then just bowl straight and throw it onto the side. I'm going to give it a go now. And there we go, it's a huge explosion, and all the pins fall down. So yeah, just managed to do it. I can't believe I pulled that off. Okay, so you might be wondering what the USB ports on the back of your Wii are for, and the answer is anything, really. They're not waiting for any particular accessory or anything. I'm sure Nintendo will be releasing stuff, but plenty of generic USB devices work. Keyboards don't for the time being. You can't type out your Wii message board messages with a keyboard. Similarly, if you've got any USB flash drives or any hard drives, we won't recognise them. But I've got some things that do work, including a tiny USB lava lamp. Let's plug that in. And there it is. So that's just your generic kind of USB gadget, of which there's hundreds all over the net and in gadget shops, and works really nicely. So yeah, you can pop that on top, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so that's one thing, and it's not just lava lamps that work. I've got this as well. Let's plug them in, like so. And this is just a little Hoover, just a little dust Hoover. So if your Wii's getting a bit dusty, looking a bit the worse for wear, you've got a little Hoover that you can clean it up with. So there's plenty of these things. We did some in the last issue. There's USB shirts with fans built into the armpits and stuff. If you're sweating during a particularly strenuous Wii Sports session. So yeah, just get out there and have a look, see what's out there. Be interested to see what you can find that plugs in.